Hi there and welcome to the first Red and White Bill videocast. A slightly new thing for the site we're going to try today. 12 games into the new season. I'm Will Wainwright, the writer for the site, and I'm going to be joined by League One specialist David Atwood to just discuss how the team's fared, how we've done in the transfer market, how the manager's doing, and what we can expect from the coming season. So here's the Oval fan you've all heard about, is Mr. Atwood. Welcome.
Thanks for inviting me.
Oh, no worries. How's it going? All
Very good. Yeah, not too bad. Not too
Glad
bad.
to hear it. So yeah, 12 games in, 15 points on the board, only 5 taking into account the points deduction. Pardew's had a bit of a slow start, but you know the wins are coming now. 2 wins in the last 2 games. Should Saints fans be happy?
Well, I think if you're taking into consideration the points deduction, Saints would be mid-table.
Yeah, we'd be about 11th, I think.
Yeah, and I think for the fact that Pardew's not had a lot of time, had a slow start, but now he's starting to get it together.
Yeah.
And the fact that he's being backed by the board and the fans, seemingly.
Yeah.
I think you can be, something to push on from now.
Yeah, there is widespread support from the fans. The slow start can't be dismissed after 7 or 8 games. Only about 7 points on the board. You know, a minority was saying Pardew's not showing enough imagination, doesn't know the league. But I don't think you can overestimate the importance of loyalty.
Oh, definitely.
Especially in this league. If you look at what's happened to Leeds, say.
I think it's important that Saints don't think they're going to breeze through the league.
Yeah.
Because it is a very tough
tricky league.
You've got to go to places like Carlisle away. I mean, no one wants to go there away.
Well, no.
It's just a dreadful place.
You know, really low attendances, but just not nice places to go.
No.
The crowd, the ground, will make opposition teams feel unwelcome.
And I think you can see that through previous seasons, such as like Leeds United. They've been now in the league now for 2 or 3 years. A very similar situation to Saints, where they had a points deduction.
Yeah.
And scrabbled just missed out on the playoffs that season. But they've been favourites for the league for the last couple of years and failed to go up. But I think the exception to the rule has to be Leicester City last season.
Yeah. Under Nigel Pearson.
Nigel Pearson did a very good job for yourselves, which just proves that he was a good manager.
Yeah, I totally agree.
And they have had a similar budget, I would say, very similar setup.
Yeah.
And they played through and won the league very well.
Yeah, they've got there. So that's something Saints are hoping to mimic. So do you think Pardew's done a good job? I mean, I think the point is he came in only 2 or 3 weeks before the season started, and by the time 7 or 8 games were in, we were still where we'd be at the end of pre-season. That's what Pardew kept on reiterating. Didn't stop some fans from being unhappy, but now with the signings he's made, you feel the team can really crack on. So shall we have a look at those signings?
Yeah.
Because there are some topics for debate there. It's
yeah,
fair to say.
definitely.
I'll start with the main problem Saints have had in the last couple of years: defending set pieces. All Saints fans will sort of share with me the horror I have felt when balls come swinging into our area. Our defenders lose their heads. Someone nicks it home. Absolute nightmare. What did Pardew do? He brought in Neil Trotman, big beast from Oldham, Raidi Jaidi, got Dean Hammond adding some stability in midfield. A really strong core, that.
Yeah.
And it's so important.
Very important, especially the emphasis nowadays on set plays. You know, not only have you got that, but I think, as far as I'm concerned, one of your best signings was to keep Kelvin Davis at the club.
Yeah, massive.
What you need is a big core of the team. You've got Kelvin Davis behind you, and his experience and his knowledge and his confidence, because he's such a big player, will just breathe through the team. And then you've got the likes of Raidi Jaidi, who's played at a higher level. Yeah. You know, so he's going to know what he's going to take. Exactly.
He knows how to get ahead.
And not only that, likes of Jaidi and Trotman can give you different aspects from an attacking point of view. Yeah. What with the emphasis, as I said, on set plays and stuff like that, it gives you another option.
Yeah. Trotman got a goal in the week.
Well, there you go. Just goes to
that's how important this is. Yeah. So that's the first thing, and those signings have made the fans very happy. However, moving on to the front line, the signing which perhaps has made the fans most happy of all is a bit of a bone of contention in the studio.
Yeah, definitely.
Ricky Lambert signed quite soon after Pardew arrived for £1 million from Bristol Rovers. League One top scorer last season. He's a proven goal scorer. Great track record at this level. Atwood wasn't a fan.
No. Having seen Lambert at close quarters for a couple of seasons now, coming from Bristol Rovers, with Bristol Rovers Yeovil sort of rivalry there. Let's not forget he came from Rochdale before that for £200,000. So as far as I'm concerned, it's a good deal for Rovers. I know he's a proven goal scorer.
But, I mean, just 30 goals last term. You just can't argue with that.
I know. You have to look
but
at...
But you have some thoughts about how it makes a team play.
Yeah, I mean, Lambert is a big guy. Also another contention, he's 27 years old. I'll talk about this in a minute. But he's a big guy. So whether Pardew's going to play as a target man, I imagine he's going to play as a target man. And hopefully it will be other people who play off him rather than just...
And it's important that Pardew has made the signings which will allow the team to do that.
Papa
Waigo, who
come from Fiorentina, I think it was. Yeah, Fiorentina. Yeah. So obviously, when he came on in the Saint Jovel game, he have a little bit of pace about him.
Yeah.
And so hopefully people like him can work off of Lambert.
But so far, you can't argue with his record though. He's scored a goal every other game for Saints, 6 in 12 so far.
That's right.
7 assists as well. I think it was £1 million, but I mean, I don't know how you can cloak the signing as a mistake.
Well,
I think it was a massive signing for the fans.
Yeah, I mean, the positives is that it shows the way the club wants to go.
Yeah.
You know, it's saying to the fans, I want to give you some money, we want you to do well, and back in Pardew.
It's showing the fans that the club really realises, which hasn't been the case in the last couple of years, that this club can succeed at a higher level, and can go on to better things again.
And I think already it's had a knock-on effect, because you're looking, what are your attendances are like nearly 20,000 people, which for a League One is just ridiculous.
It is just ridiculous. And an important note here is a lot of the fans said last season when Lowe was in charge, we're not going to come back. To be fair, they have. Attendances have gone up about 4,000 or 5,000, which is another healthy boost for the club's coffers, of course. Yeah,
but on a converse point of view from Ricky Lambert, £1 million possibly going up to rising 1.5 with
potentially
things. I mean, for a 27-year-old, £1 million in League One is a lot of money.
Yeah.
And if he's just looking to get you out of League One, which I think that's all he can do, can he really be proven to play at a higher level? Yeah. Early on, his Bristol Rovers clearly struggled. I just wonder whether he can go any further.
Right. Well, I think we're going to have to agree to disagree on that one.
Fair enough.
We'll be here all day. We've played those arguments out a few times, as you can imagine. So the point is, the rest of the season, we've got 3 wins on the bounce now, a bit of momentum going forward. All the fans are hoping this team can really gel together, which it seemingly they are, and really crack on. Playoffs out the question?
I think it's important to judge Saints around Christmas time. You always find in the lower leagues that there'll be a team that you think perhaps should have done well at the start of the season, just bit off the pace, and they'll go on a massive run after Christmas. If Pardew can get Saints to somewhere near mid-table at Christmas, they've definitely got a shout of playoffs without a shadow of a doubt. Yeah,
news that will bring all Saints fans hope. So I think we're agreeing that Pardew's done a good job so far. Maybe not a great job, but who can
with
expect
a time
that
limit?
sort
I
of
think
thing?
It'd be okay. You don't want to get a John Barnes Tranmere syndrome, do you?
Well, exactly. I think he's had a very solid effect on the club, galvanised the fans, made some great signings. 12 games in, who knows what can happen in the future.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, cheers for that, Dave. Great to have your comments there.
You're welcome.
And that was our first video cast. I'm sure we'll be reporting back in a few games' time. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll speak to you again soon. Cheers.